Here are 8 terrifying animatronics and props that will give you serious submechanophobia chills. From movie monsters to statues with destructive powers, let's dive in. 8. Confucius Statue, Rockbound Art Museum. It's become a tradition on this channel to kick off our list with something super weird and bizarre, and this list is no exception. This time we're heading to the Rockbound Art Museum in Shanghai, China. Back in 2012, artist Zheng Huan bought a temporary exhibit honoring Confucius, while exploring themes like economic and social change, climate sustainability, and a sense of belonging. This piece is incredible because it combines advanced technology with deep philosophical symbolism. One of the standout works in the exhibits featured a gigantic, semi-submerged animatronic of Confucius in a pool. The statue was crafted using high-grade silicone for realism and reinforced with carbon fiber. It boasted hyper-realistic details like wrinkles, pores, age spots, and an impressively long beard that dipped into the water, making it even more unsettling. I don't know about you, but that's one pond I wouldn't swim in, and I love ponds. I'm a duck! The statue was designed with a special mechanism to simulate breathing, making it look eerily alive and relaxed as it floated in the water. And as if that wasn't enough, the same exhibit also featured another animatronic of Confucius, thrashing around in a giant cage. This represented certain virtues, an unusual way to express them, but hey, to each their own. The exhibit ran until 2012, and unfortunately there's no information about where these sculptures ended up. But this piece absolutely deserves a spot on the list for its uncanny valley vibes, enormous size, and of course, because it's semi-submerged. 7. Shiva the Destroyer. Now we're heading to India. Those who follow this channel know that submechanophobia isn't limited to animatronics. Any man-made object in the water fits the category. So if you thought we were running out of contenders, think again. This is a free-for-all, baby. This time we're talking about the Shiva statue in Rishikesh, known as Shiva the Destroyer. It's an iconic representation of the Hindu god Shiva in a meditative pose. Located in the Ganges River, in front of Parmarth Niketan Ashram, Rishikesh is considered the yoga capital of the world and a major center for pilgrimage and spirituality in India. The Shiva statue was erected in the Ganges, symbolizing tranquility and devotion as it faced one of the largest and most recognized ashrams in the region. All of this sounds serene, but in 2013, the Uttarakhand floods devastated Rishikesh, giving us a haunting sight for 2 reasons. First, seeing this massive statue partially submerged and sinking inch by inch was eerie. Second, it was a sobering reminder of nature's sheer, unstoppable power. I know I sound a little bit nihilistic here, but it really makes you realize how insignificant we are in the world. Like my occasional sad duck moments, this statue was eventually swept away by the Ganges' raging currents during the flood. The original statue was never replaced at its previous location, but other Shiva statues have since been erected in different parts of Rishikesh and at Parmarth Niketan Ashram to carry on the region's tradition and spirituality. And speaking of traditions, we'll keep bringing you these videos. But we want to know, do you want more of this content? Let us know in the comments by saying, more submechanophobia, Walt, if you're up for another part. And remember, I always quack back. 6. The Diplodon, Deep Star 6. Alright, let's dive into another animatronic, this time from the 1989 sci-fi horror film Deep Star 6, directed by Sean S. Cunningham. The movie follows the crew of an underwater base, who accidentally unleash a prehistoric sea creature while installing a nuclear missile system on the ocean floor. This terrifying creature, named the Diplodon, is a bizarre crustacean brought to life through, you guessed it, animatronics. The creature was originally designed by Chris Wallace, famous for his work on Gremlins and Arachnophobia. Wallace recommended Mark Sjostrom, known for Evil Dead 2 and From Beyond, to handle the creature effects. Sjostrom tweaked the original design to meet the production's needs. The team behind this animatronic included nearly 30 professionals, such as David Kindlin, an animatronic specialist, Everett Burrell, a sculptor, and names like Greg Smith, Jim McLaughlin, Gino Crognell, Robert Kurtzman, and Greg Nicotero. Yes, that Greg Nicotero. The creature's paintwork was done by Steve Wang, renowned for his work on Predator and the Monster Squad. For the filmed scenes, a massive mechanical structure was built, requiring 8 operators and a stunt double to bring it to life. A 12-foot-long tail was created for diving sequences, along with another tail specifically for attack scenes. Separate arms and heads were also fabricated for shots where the creature emerged from the water. It's easy to see why this creature made the list. Just look at those scenes. It's also worth noting that 1989 was apparently the year of submechanophobia-inducing creatures in cinema. That same year, we got The Abyss and Leviathan. And yes, we've already covered Leviathan here. 5. The Loch Ness Horror. Next up, we've got an animatronic that's as rudimentary as it gets. A true cult gem of a B-movie cinema. We're talking about the 1981 film, The Loch Ness Horror. Of course, no list of submechanophobia would be complete without Nessie making an appearance. Director Larry Buchanan decided to give the legendary creature a Jaws-style twist, turning the Loch Ness monster into a horror movie villain. Naturally, this was a low-budget film shot at Lake Tahoe, California, which stood in for Scotland's famous Loch Ness. The animatronic Nessie was about as basic as they come. It was mostly just a head mounted on a support, which seriously limited its movements and realism. Because of these constraints, the special effects were considered extremely rudimentary, failing to impress audiences or critics at the time. But let me be real, I love watching movies like this. They're the perfect kind of film to enjoy with friends while laughing at the absurdity. Just check out this clip and tell me it's not prime material for a hilarious movie night. Sure, the monster looks super cheap, like it's made of paper mache, but seeing it submerged in water still manages to evoke a weirdly unsettling and creepy vibe. If you're curious and want to have a good laugh, the entire movie is available on YouTube. I've included the link in the description. Grab some popcorn, gather your friends, and prepare for some B-movie magic. 4. Arnie the Crocodile, Muppets. This one's for all the Muppets fans out there. We're diving into one of the more obscure characters, Arnie the Crocodile. Arnie made his animatronic debut in the Muppet movie back in 1979. In the film, Arnie appears as a realistic animatronic crocodile who terrifies Bernie, the agent helping Kermit reconsider his destiny. Naturally, Arnie was created by the, you guessed it, legendary Jim Henson Creature Shop. In the movie, Arnie lurks semi-submerged in a swamp with his mouth wide opened, delivering a surprisingly eerie and intimidating appearance, even though he's not meant to be scary. This animatronic crocodile was built using water-resistant materials like plastics and waterproof coatings to withstand the humid swamp conditions. Its internal structure included sealed mechanical components to prevent water damage, allowing for controlled and realistic movements. Fortunately, Arnie made a comeback in 2002, but this time as a traditional Muppet in Kermit's swamp years. For this version, the team repurposed a crocodile puppet originally built for Muppet Treasure Island. We were thrilled to include Arnie on this list because the Muppets are one of our all-time favorite things. On a very bittersweet note, it was sad to hear that Muppet Vision 3D is closing in Orlando, but there's a silver lining. The Muppets are coming to Rock and Roller Coaster, which previously featured Aerosmith, so it's not all bad news. 3. Bihar. Now we're diving into a sculpture that's a true submechanophobic nightmare, but beyond that, its message is super powerful. This piece is called Bihar, and is a hyper-realistic work by my fellow Mexican, artist Ruben Orozco. It was installed in September 2021 in the river of Bilbao, Spain, and shows the head of a girl that rises and sinks with the tide. The word Bihar means tomorrow in Basque, the language of the region, and let me tell you, this message better sink in, pun intended, because the future of this planet is all on us. The piece is designed to make you think about how today's actions shape tomorrow. Will future generations rise to the surface or sink to oblivion? Watching this girl struggle with the tide is as haunting as it gets, but the message is crystal clear. I'm a positive duck though, and I truly believe we can keep this world afloat. Don't you? This sculpture deserves a spot on this list, not for just its eerie vibes, but also as a reminder that we still have a chance to change things. Greatest Water Dragon Robot, DRA-040. MCS Dino. They become a favorite on this channel because they never fail to amaze us with their incredible animatronics that scream submechanophobia. Who could forget that terrifying crocodile capable of swallowing small animals? This time, they've outdone themselves with a massive 26-foot tall water dragon. It's a classic Chinese water dragon that can move from side to side, open and close its mouth, make sounds, and even breathe smoke. The best part? It's made from waterproof materials, so it's ready to haunt your watery nightmares. And get this, NCS Dino can craft this animatronic in just 6 weeks, fully customized with all the features you want. Honestly, should we all chip in and build our own park full of submechanophobic creatures? Who's with me? 1. Popeye Movie Octopus Animatronic. And we're wrapping up this list with another cinematic animatronic, this time from the quirky and not so popular Popeye movie starring the legendary Robin Williams and Shelley Duvall. What incredible actors. This segment is for you, wherever you are. In 1980, Popeye hit the big screen, bringing the iconic sailor's adventures to life with plenty of special effects, and animatronics of course. For this, they enlisted the help of Carlo Rambaldi, the legendary Italian special effects master known for animatronics in King Kong and, of course, for designing E.T. This time, Rambaldi's challenge was to create a mechanical octopus for the climatic scene, where Popeye battles the giant creature, Salty Sam. The octopus plays a pivotal role, attacking Olive Oil and forcing Popeye to eat a spinach to unleash his superhuman strength. The animatronic octopus was engineered to move its tentacles and body realistically. Sure, a lot of people online claim the octopus looks janky, but hey, it was the 80s. Honestly, I'll take a practical octopus like this any day over badly done CGI. Don't get me wrong, I love VFX, but in moderation. Here's the scene with the octopus. You be the judge. Does it look bad or just can't be fun? Let me know in the comments. And with that, we've reached the end of the video. But don't worry, more awesome content is coming your way soon. In the meantime, check out this other submechanophobia video. I think you'll love it. I quack you all, and I'll see you back next time. And remember, I always quack back.